really strong than the green cabbage. It's a lot better for you. And lots of iron in there too. There's lots of good stuff in the red cabbage. Now, lastly, I'm going to pop in a little bit of red bell pepper. And I got the red bell pepper mainly for the color because we all eat with our eyes. But can anybody here tell me the difference, other than the color, between the red bell pepper and the green bell pepper? What's the difference, guys? Anybody know? Do you know back there? What's the difference? You don't know? Well, you know, thanks for being honest. If you're being honest, you get a prize, okay? You get one of my I'm allergic to negative people buttons coming at you there. Yeah. Guys, there is absolutely no difference other than the color, okay? It's the same pepper. 3 weeks on the vine is the only difference. Because it's 3 weeks older, guys, it's got 4 times more nutritional value in it. It costs about twice as much money, too. Anybody here worth the money? I'm worth the money, and my babies are worth the money. So my kids right here, they're worth the money, too. Now, they've done studies. They spent millions of dollars figuring out that there's 2 colors that make us more hungry than any other color. One of them is red. What's the other color that makes you hungry? It's not chocolate back there. It's not chocolate, okay? What? Did you say yellow? What did you say? You said yellow? Did you say green? It's not green. It is yellow. It is yellow, yep. You ladies win prizes, yep. It is yellow, and if you doubt that, it's a tough one. Green's, Joanna, green's the most popular, yes. It really is. And then orange. But if it is, guys, if you doubt that when you're driving home, they look at the fast food signs. McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, they're all red and yellow. How you doing back there? Good to see you. What's your name? Nice to meet you, Tiffany. Welcome to the show. Let me give you a little gift for stopping in. You're going to get one of my little I'm allergic to negative people buttons there. Now, if we're going to cook this the old-fashioned way, okay, like Mom used to do. Steve, what would Mom add to this next before she put it on the stove? Water. These ladies know how to cook. Now, I saw my dear old mom do this a million times growing up. She'd take the water, she'd drown the vegetables up. And then she'd pop it onto the stove and she'd turn it up to what? Crank it right up to what? High, right? She'd let it bubble it away, all that good nutritional value steaming out to her kitchen. Then finally she'd take it off. She'd, okay, I still see a little bit of life and color in those vegetables there. They're not quite dead yet. And then she'd take her knife too, right there, Linda? Stab them up a little bit, right? Pop them back on the stove, yeah. That's a real knife, right? Put them back on the stove for another 20 minutes. And after all that time, she'd take them off and go, okay, they look good, dead, done. Let's say grace over the remains. Let's have this mess for dinner. Well, Tina, we're not going to do that today, okay? What we're going to do today, guys, we are going to rescue our vegetables from water. The 2 main enemies of your vegetables, folks, are heat and water. Water is a universal solvent. Heat breaks down all those good cancer-fighting antioxidants. Now, what's in that glass other than water? Do you know back there? What's in that glass? I'm looking right at you, sweetheart. Yeah. Do you know what's in that glass? The nutrients. This man wins a prize. He's going to get one of my I'm allergic to negative people buttons. You want a juicer? What's your name, pal? Carl, nice to meet you, Carl. There you go, buddy. What's your name? Kim, nice to meet you, Kim. I'm Tim. Welcome to the show, guys. Well, guys, with those juicers, it's pretty cool. What you do is you take it, you put it into an orange, and then you squeeze out the juice, and you give the juice to the kids. Take a bottle of vodka, put it in, and shake it up a little bit, and then drink it. It works real well that way. Yeah. Okay, now, vitamins, nutrients, and minerals, too. And you know what? You're so cute. You get a button. There you go. Well, let me go. Let me give you a button there. There you go, sweetheart. That's for you. What's your name? Oh, it's on blonde. What do you mean? You're gorgeous blonde. What are you talking about? What's your name there? Liz, nice to meet you, Liz. Welcome to the show. Yeah, guys, vitamins, nutrients, minerals, flavor, color, that's all right in there. And that was a 20-second rinse. Imagine if we were to boil it for 20 minutes. How much you'd actually be losing, right? Now, I'm going to go ahead. There's no more water in here, right, Roberta? I'm going to put the lid on that. Make sure I got a nice seal there. And I'm going to pop this on the stove. And I'm not going to turn it on to high. I'm actually going to turn it on to low. I've got 10 settings on my induction oven here. I've got it on number 2, okay? Now, I'm looking for an internal temperature of 180 degrees inside that pan here. Now, I'm going to know it hits 180 because Verna's going to stick her tongue on this thing every 2 minutes and check the temperature for me, okay? Yeah, I ain't going to make it do that, okay? But guys, you know how we're going to know? When we see a steady stream of vapor come out of there, that means it's reached 180 degrees. Now, 180 is the perfect temperature for killing all the naturally occurring bacteria that happens in all of our vegetables, but it's not enough to get rid of the good cancer-fighting antioxidants and all the flavor and all the nutrition, too. Who wants their food to taste better? Say yay. Who wants their food to be more nutritious? Say yay. Who wants to eat everything and anything and never ever gain weight? Say hallelujah. Guys, I'm going to show you how to do that today. Food is not a fad, guys. We eat it every single day. You got to put the good stuff in to get the good stuff out too. Now in the glass, vitamins, nutrients, and minerals, but there's also some money in this glass too. And I'm going to show you that. I got a bottle of vitamins down here. These are about 10 bucks a bottle. Now, anybody got any kids or grandkids in their lives? Everybody does, right? Now, say you came home. Yeah, you don't have any. Say you came home, guys, and one of those kids is throwing vitamins down the sink. You'd be upset, right? Because that's money going right down the drain. When we boil our vegetables, guys, where does the juice usually go afterward? Down the sink, right? Have you heard of Dr. Mayo, the fellow that founded the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota? Dr. Mayo said that if our sink had a digestive system, we'd be the healthiest member of our family. He also said that when we boil our vegetables at 212, we should be throwing the veggies away and drinking up the juice. A lot like you do with coffee. You pour the water over the grounds, drink the coffee up, throw the grounds away. I don't want to do that with our veggies today, guys. You're going to love these things. You're going to explode in your mouth. They're going to be so good. And don't look right at him, but a gentleman just sat down by himself at the cooking show. It never, ever happens. So don't scare him off, okay? How you doing back there, buddy? Do you cook, sir? You do? What's your name back there, buddy?
John.
John, nice to meet you, John. I'm Tim. Welcome to my show here. What's your name? Meredith? Did I get it right? No, I can't hear that well. So nice to meet you, Meredith. Welcome to the show, guys. Let me give you a couple pins. And I'm going to give you a couple of my I'm allergic to negative people buttons here just for stopping it. There you go. And there's one for Mr. John back there, too. Okay, guys. Now, what is that? Joanne, what's that say right there? Beta carotene. Okay, we got beta carotene in here. Meredith, what's in this glass? I got beta carotene here. There's beta carotene in here too, right? And so, guys, when you're boiling your vegetables and you're throwing that juice down the drain, it's like you're throwing money and nutrition right down the drain, okay? So that's it. And guys, that was a quick 10-second rinse, so we're not going to lose that much, okay? But we are going to save a lot of money here today. And we're going to save money by cooking on a lower temperature. Everything I make for you today is going to be cooked on medium to low. And when you cook on medium to low, you're going to save about $1 a meal in your energy bill. And that's about, $350 a year if you're cooking one meal a day. But if you're cooking 2 meals a day, and who agrees with me, it's healthier and wiser to feed your family at home. It really is, guys. 2 meals a day over 5 years, you're going to put about $3,600 right back in your pocket. My model finally showed up. Where have you been? You were supposed to be here on Friday. I paid a lot of money to your agent. You know that, don't you? What's your name there, sweetheart? Enid? Nice to meet you, Enid. You get a little prize there, Enid, just for showing up there. You get one of my I'm allergic to negative people buttons. That's for you. Okay, guys, now, let's get going. We're going to be cooking baked potato, fried potato, southern fried chicken in that pan right there. Enid, what would Mom add next if she's going to make fried chicken? What would she add next? Some grease or some oil, something to fry up the food and even on that cooking surface, right? Now, I'm going to show you today that we don't need any grease or oil with our cookware, but we were approached by a heart surgeon about 7 years ago. And he said, I know you kitchen craft chefs cook completely without grease, oil, lard, fat, butter, or water for your vegetables, but I want you to add some of this nasty stuff to your show. John, what is that? Do you know what that is? It looks like lard. Yeah, lard, fat, it is lard. Yeah, lard, fat, shortening, guys, all the same stuff. Do you know why they call shortening? Because it shortens your life. Shortens your life. Oh man, you guys. Now this is fat. This is the same stuff by the Bob and Iron Skill. It's got a melting point of 105 degrees. Now, what is my body temperature? What's our body temperature, guys? Smart lady, Joanne. 98.6. My body temperature is 98.6. This melts at 105. Enid, is my body hot enough to break this stuff down? Ooh, that hurts my feelings. I came on here so you get a better look at me. How about now? Never trust this. I can sit on your lap if you're on it. Believe me, guys. Brad Pitt, the Raging Fever couldn't melt this stuff, okay? But usually what happens, this goes into a pan. It could be butter too, okay? It liquefies. We cook our food in it. We eat the food goes into our bodies and all this stuff. Now, our bodies are not hot enough to break this stuff down. So what do you think happens to us when this stuff goes inside of us? Where does it live? Where does it hang out? What's that? Arteries. I have one lady say right to my hips, right? And it's okay to carry a few pounds, guys. It really is. Fat lubricates your joints, but the arteries is what we're worried about today, and the veins, okay? Now, this is called the death of an artery right here. Now, we're all born with beautiful, clean arteries like this one right here. And then over time, we have burgers, fries, and pizza, or McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell. Take a look at that second circle right there. How old is the average American when he or she's arteries reach this point? John, give me a number back there. 25 from John? What do you think, Darren? Is it Del? What's your name again? Verna. That's a tough one, Verna. 40. Oh, just don't call you late for dinner, right? And Verna, Linda, what do you think? 30. Okay, Joanne. What about Joanna? This one right here. 30, Steve? About the same? What do you think there, Andy? 25? What's your name back there, sir? You have no idea at all? What's your name, buddy? You know what? You're a healthy guy. The average American, guys, you know what? It's 11 years old. Average American. And I got two nasty words for you. It's called fast food. There's over 2 tablespoons of this stuff in every single order of McDonald's French fries. So the whole idea behind what we're doing here, guys, is we're going to turn that around and clean those arteries out. And who would like to live longer and be healthier while you're doing it? We all would, right? So let's get cooking here. I'm going to cook you a real nice meal, really delicious and really fast too. Now, is Steve pretty good with tools? Okay, say he wasn't home, but I came over. He's out of town. Your plumber's out of town. I came over. I took a bunch of this fat dough after we had a nice lunch, and I clogged up your drain. It's going to be about $300 to get that plumber out, right? Now, guys, what's it going to cost to get the heart surgeon out to clean out these pipes if you make it to the hospital in time? Any idea what quad bypasses today? $200,000 to $400,000. So let's get cooking and clean those items out. And you see we got some vapor happening here, folks. That means we've reached that magic temperature of 180 degrees. We're cooking the veggies. We're not killing them, okay? Now, all the antioxidants and all the enzymes are still alive and well. Now, you see me able to spin that freely? Now, there's a vapor seal that's formed right here. Now, when I take this off here, that vapor is going to dissipate. And that little pan is going to lock up solid like a little miniature Dutch oven. That's what the pan's designed to do. And everybody always asks me, what's the difference between your cookware and every other pot and pan in the world? Well, you can go to Williams, Sonoma, Masons, or even Walmart. If you buy a pot from one of these stores, folks, they all do essentially the same thing. They cook from the bottom up. This is greaseless and waterless cookware, and it cooks under a thermal core process, which means these veggies are still cooking from the bottom up, the top down, the sides, and they're all overcooked. Now, they're not done yet. They've been on the stove for about 5 minutes, okay? They need another few minutes to cook, but I'm not going to put them back in the stove. What I am going to do, though, I'm going to walk way down here in Eden and Tina's neck of the woods, and I'm going to place them on top of this pan. Now, the 7 layers of metal, guys, inside that pot are going to continue to cook those vegetables for us. Now, if you turn your oven off halfway through the cooking process in every single meal, what's that going to save you a whole bunch of? Money. Thousands and thousands of dollars over the course of your lifetime, too. Now, let's go to the main event. Who likes steak and lobster? Yay! I just ran out. Do you like fried chicken back there? Yeah? I'm going to make some fried chicken for you, okay? Now, I've got a dry pan. There's nothing in my pan. Now, let's go ahead and take the potato. Now, I've washed this potato, I've scrubbed this potato, but I have not peeled the potato. Can anybody tell me why I did not peel my potato? What's the good stuff in the peel? All the nutrients. Yeah, exactly. Some smart people over here, guys. All the nutritional values in the peel. A lot of times, we peel our potatoes, you throw those peels into the garbage, and those rats are getting nice shiny coats, kids are getting the flu. Now, 2 types of potato, guys. One's going to be a fried, one's going to be a baked. Now, fried's going to go start side down. The bait's going to go start side up. Now, one of the cool things about the cookware, folks, it's actually voice activated. So in order to make it cook, you got to scream out "cook" really, really loud. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. That was terrible. It's really, really bad. But you know what? It's working. It's working. Now, I've got my chicken here. Now, my chicken is still frozen, about 60% frozen, and that's not a big deal. And I do it from frozen all the time, okay? But what is a big deal is that I have removed the skin from my chicken. Why did I remove the skin? What is the bad stuff in the skin? Anybody know? The fat's in the skin. But there's also something else that's worse than fat. Beef. What's that? Well, you know, you can get bacteria in a lot of things, but there's something that begins with the letter C. Wow, I am impressed. Cholesterol. You get a prize for that. You get one of my mini juicers. I get some from. Yep. Now, guys, cholesterol. That's the stuff that's going to take you a lot faster. Yep. That's where you're going to worry about those heart attacks. Yep. You haven't got anything yet? You haven't got anything yet? You get one of those. There you go, sweetheart. Now, guys, I'm going to go ahead. I got my chicken and potatoes cooking over there. I got my chicken and potatoes cooking here. I got my veggies cooking there to give it energy. I'm going to do a big stir fry for you that's going to turn into a salad. How long would it normally take to make a big 4-course meal like this at home if you're baking a potato in the oven? Do you know back then? Yeah, I had one lady say 2 days. 1 day to get in the mood. Okay, guys, I'm not going to keep you here that long. But I would like to let's give Joanna a big round of applause right here. She has no idea why. I'm going to make her my chef for today. Joanna, I have got 12 minutes on my digital clock right now. Okay, now when this goes off in 12 minutes, Joanna's going to tell me and we're going to turn that chicken on her command. Okay, I don't hear that well. That's the problem. I need some help with this. Now, if it goes off and Joanna doesn't tell me and we burn the chicken, who are we going to blame, John? No, we're going to blame Steve. We're blaming Steve. Steve gets the blame for everything. Yeah. Okay, guys, give her a round of applause. She's kind of volunteered here for the job. And we're now counting down. There you go. There, you're in charge. Now, guys, let me go ahead and get that stir fry going right now. I'm going to bring my kitchen cutter back out here center stage. Put that switch 600 pounds of suction. Bring the bowl back up. Go ahead and we'll cut up one more carrot here fast. But guys, like I said earlier, when you're cutting up your veggies, cut them up nice and fine. You find you cut them up where those antioxidants are released. They're going to be sweeter and a lot easier to digest because all that good nutritional value is going to be right at the surface there. Now, we're making a stir fry, so we'll be adding a little bit of zucchini, maybe some yellow squash here as well, too. What is the hardest part about making a stir fry? Anybody know? Cut the vegetables up. I was going to say drive into the Chinese food restaurant. We'll go with that cutting thing, okay? I'll go ahead and pop this in here. Now I love you. I'll keep around for the rest of the day, okay? Now I make fat-free potato chips in this particular cup. What I do is take a nice big sweet potato. Please put on the board today. Take a nice big sweet potato. I do. That's okay. Leave it there. Nice big sweet potato. Cut them into big chips. Put them on a cookie sheet. A little bit of olive oil, a little bit of sea salt. You pop them in the oven for about 10 minutes at 400 degrees, and you've got all the fat-free potato chips you can eat. My kids love them, and they don't know that they're fat-free. Now, anybody here like fresh coleslaw? Any fresh coleslaw fans? Yeah. Does anybody here make their own coleslaw? No, you don't do your own coleslaw? Some people do. Yeah, just chop it up by hand. That's a lot of work. Let me show you some coleslaw here real fast, okay? Now, I know we buy it by the head, but what does a pound of cabbage cost these days? Anyone know what a pound of cabbage costs these days?